Let's take a look at the staterooms on board the recently refurbished Norwegian Spirit. Stick around and we'll share some stateroom tips, including where you can go for a preview of specific staterooms. Let's start with the balcony staterooms. The balcony staterooms run about 200 square feet with 40 square foot balconies, and they can accommodate up to 3 guests. What else should people know about the balcony staterooms?
The balconies are so nice. You can walk out and enjoy some fresh ocean air, and you can have your coffee out there. Plus, on each side of the beds, there is a reading light and USB ports, so you can charge your cell phones.
That's right. That's one of the many great additions the refurbishment brought. Not just a fresh, clean look, but nice little touches like the USB ports and the reading lights. The bed can be a queen, or you can have it split into 2 separate beds. That's your option. Of course, you can see there's floor-to-ceiling glass doors leading to your private balcony with you get a couple deck chairs and a little table out there. And most of these balcony cabins can connect to the neighboring cabins. So if you're traveling with more than one family, with more than one cabin, you can open them up. Just ask them to open up the balconies, and you can have a supersized balcony.
Yeah, so nice. Plus, the TV swivels a little bit.
Yeah, so if you're sitting over there's an area where you either have a small fold-out sofa or a chair. You can sit over there and watch the TV and swivel the TV that way, or you can swivel the TV towards the bed.
Yeah, and plus, the desk has US and European outlets.
That's right, and there's more USB ports over there. Great addition with everybody traveling with their cell phones with the USB plugs. I think that's great. There's also, of course, a safe inside the closet, and several of these balcony staterooms can accommodate extra passengers with that fold-out sofa, or some of them have Pullman beds. Let's take a look at the overhead view where the bathroom, you can see up there by the door. What stands out to you about the bathrooms?
It looks big. You have a separate toilet, sink, and shower.
Yeah, and that shower does not have a shower curtain, right?
Right, so it's so nice. I like the glass doors.
Yep. So that's basically what your balconies are going to look like. A decent sized balcony. You can enjoy the fresh air, like Joy said, a little desk, a chair, or a sofa, plenty of closet space. And the mini fridge, they typically will put in a bottle of still water or spring water and sparkling water that you can choose to purchase if you want, or you can ask the stateroom attendant to remove that so you can use it for your own items.
Right.
If you want to save money, book a sail-away balcony. This is where Norwegian will pick the specific room for you, and you'll save money by doing that. But keep in mind, you don't know where your stateroom is going to be until the day you sail, and it may be a partially or fully obstructed view. Mm-hmm. But another way to save money is by booking an inside cabin. Let's take a look at the inside cabins. The inside cabins run between 149 all the way up to 281 square feet, quite a range. But typically, I think you can expect the inside cabins to be about 160 square feet. And they have room for 3 to 4 guests, with a family inside staterooms accommodating 4 guests.
We found that if you have the beds separated and against the wall, there seems to be a lot more room to move around in.
Yeah, on Norwegian sailing, where we had an inside cabin, we actually had, like you can see here, the Pullman bed on the wall, and we had the beds together just because that's what we would normally do at home. And it was nice to have a queen size bed, but those side walkways were very tight. Yeah. So even if you normally have a shared bed at home, you might want to think about having them separated like this. You can request that ahead of time, or the day you arrive. You'll have a wider aisle to walk between the sleeping area there.
That's right. And both sides still have reading lights and USB ports,
yes,
and little side tables, so you can have his or her stuff.
Yep, and you also expect to have a flat screen TV, a mini fridge, safe, and there's going to be, if we take a look at the overhead shot, you'll see here that they have a little desk there with a little stool, and of course you've got your closets with your safe, and the bathroom, similar to the others, but it looks like it's laid out a little differently. There's not a divider between the sink and the toilet. So
That's right.
yeah,
It does seem roomier without the divider
yeah.
between the sink and the toilet. So that's nice.
And once again, we always mention it because we hate the shower curtains, the glass door on the shower instead
So
of curtains.
nice.
If you want to save even more money, you can book this as an inside sail away stateroom. Again, Norwegian assigns the room so you don't know exactly where it'll be. We hope you like that information. If you are enjoying that information, be sure to hit the like button. We really appreciate that. It helps other people find the video. Let's move on to the Oceanview cabins. Now, the Oceanview cabins are going to look similar to the inside cabins. Here you can see what it looks like with the beds together as a queen size. It makes the aisles, the walk areas next to the bed, really narrow, and it would look like very similar to this on the inside cabin. So that goes back to Joy's tip on that. The Oceanviews, you can get those as either a porthole or as a picture window. So very similar size-wise and layout, but it's just basically what kind of view you're getting. 153 to 287 square feet for these rooms, but typically, like the inside cabins, they're about 160 square feet, and there's room for 3 to 4 guests.
Nice.
Yep. And like the inside, you've got those bedside tables and the lights and USB ports that you like.
Yes. I like to charge my cell phone battery.
Right. And there's also a flat screen TV, a mini fridge, and a safe in the closets, and a little desk here. Let's take a look at an overhead view. You can kind of see the layout there. You may have a small fold-out sofa or a chair, but you'll have a little desk with a stool. And again, the bathrooms are kind of similar to what we've seen before with the inside cabin. And again, no shower curtain, a glass door. That's the Oceanview cabins. Again, you can book a sail away where Norwegian will assign the room. You won't know exactly where it's going to be, but you can save some money by doing that. Now, if you're not looking to save money, if you're looking to splurge, you got to look, at least if you want to fantasize about booking a suite. Let's look at the biggest suite, the biggest option you can get on board Norwegian Spirit, and that is the Norwegian Spirit Aft-Facing Owner's Suite with master bedroom and balcony.
Wow.
605 square feet with a 75 square foot balcony. Room for 2 guests, but 2 very lucky guests with plenty of space. Let's take a look at the overall layout. You have a huge balcony that wraps around the aft corner of the ship.
So nice.
Yep. And you can see you've got plenty of living area. You've got a bedroom, a living room, and a dining area. Let's take a look at the living room section. You've got a nice big sofa and coffee table, an extra chair, big flat screen TV.
It looks huge.
Yeah. And again, just like we've mentioned on all others, you have the bedside tables and
reading lights and USB.
That's right. And that mirrored area there is a huge closet that opens up. So you have that in addition to the closet just inside the front door of the suite. The living room, you can see here off to the side, out of view, is the kind of dining area, I would call it the dining room, where they've got a bar with an espresso maker, got your mini fridge, and you've got a dining room table. So Norwegian Spirit doesn't have a haven, but if you do book a suite, it does come with butler service where you get waited on. They'll bring you your meal. You can eat at the dining room table, or at lunch and breakfast time, you have exclusive access to one of the specialty dining restaurants where they serve the suite guests.
Wow, sounds so nice and fancy. I like having an espresso maker or coffee maker there.
Yeah.
It's nice. So you can have your first cup of coffee or tea.
It's a nice bonus. I mean, the suite's only meant for 2 people, but it certainly seems like you could entertain if you wanted.
It's fancy.
Yes. Speaking of fancy, this suite, it doesn't just have one bathroom. It's got an ensuite bathroom, and then it's got a half bath up by the front entry area. So you can check that out. It's kind of hard to see here, but down in the lower corner there, you can see the little half bath. And then we got to take a look at the ensuite bath. And that is huge.
It's huge. Plus, it includes a bathtub and a shower.
Yeah. Beautiful soaking
2
tub.
sinks.
Soaking tub
Yeah.
with a view outside. You got an exterior window view, and it's at the aft of the ship, so you don't need to worry about people walking by. That's your own area out there. 2 sinks, like you said. I know you love that.
Yeah.
Also, there's a separate shower, and the shower has a view outside too.
Wow.
An exterior window.
Yeah.
And out of view around the corner there is actually a makeup table with a illuminated mirror and stool, so you can sit there and you can do your makeup.
That's right.
Not my thing, but some other people might enjoy that. And the toilet is actually enclosed in its own space. You can't see it here, but it's got its own space like the shower with a door on it. Now we've got some stateroom tips for you that you're not going to want to miss. But before we do that, we want to ask, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. It's just a way to follow us so you don't miss our next cruise video. We appreciate it. We hope you join the cruise day fun.
That's right.
Now for some tips.
Yay.
Starting with, for Alaskan and Hawaiian cruises, consider booking a balcony so you can enjoy the view on the inside passage of Alaska and on the Hawaiian Islands. Even when you're at sea, unlike other cruises like the Caribbean or somewhere, you don't just see water. You see the land. You see wildlife. It might be worth the extra to splurge on a balcony cabin.
You don't want to push and shove at the balcony by the pool.
Yeah, your own private balcony.
Yeah.
For Hawaii or Alaska in particular, I suggest that. Also, cabins in the same class may vary in layout and size. That's why I gave a range of square feet for these staterooms, because they do vary. So keep that in mind while you're booking them. Also, we suggest avoiding rooms adjacent to public areas. We've had cabins before under or above public areas, and they could be really noisy. So try to find a room that is above and below other staterooms. Midship rooms on lower decks have the least motion. So if you're sensitive to motion, if you tend to get seasick, consider those midship lower deck rooms. If you're looking for specific room information, you've picked out a room or you're considering a room, you have the room number, here are some places you can go. I've linked these in the description below, but you can check out cruisecritic.com, cruiseline.com, which also has the Shipmate app that we really love, and cruisedeckplans.com. All have resources where they let people review specific rooms and post photos of the rooms from their sailing. Check that out. If you have additional questions or you feel like you need some more help booking your stateroom on the Norwegian Spirit, consult a travel agent or travel advisor for help. And for more on the Norwegian Spirit, be sure to check out this video next.